Like the poster you have in the background, a Quentin Tarantino classic, Pulp Fiction.
Of course, of course.
No, we got to welcome you to the show here. We want to welcome one of the nicest MCs in the game, and he goes by the name of Grip. Grip, what's going on, man? Welcome to the show, Sports Hip Hop with DJ Mad Max. You know what it is.
What's going on, my brother? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. Congratulations on your new deal with Shady Records, Eminem. This partnership is one for the history books, man.
Thank you, thank you.
This is a dream come true.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. But not before we even start, I want to say thank you. I appreciate you for having me.
Oh, of course. I love what you're doing out here, especially with your newest song, Gutter. I believe you're bringing something that this game needs desperately as an MC, and you bring creativity to it. It reminds me of something people online have said it's kind of a collaboration between your style is a little bit mixed in between Kendrick Lamar and Eminem, but what you did with this video kind of reminds me of a cool Keef aesthetic.
Okay. I might can see that.
With the straight jackets, and it reminded me of something that they would say in the subgenre of hip hop as horrorcore.
Horrorcore. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Shit, man. What I really wanted to do with that video was like, I wanted to, like, I know a lot of the fans and first time listeners of the shit was kind of just like, what's going on here? I don't like they really couldn't necessarily like just understand like why I went with that shit as the first one. But if you listen to the lyrics, I think it's kind of cut and clear. But just wanted to kind of like paint a picture of like what hip hop is from on this side. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get on the business side of this shit, and just being an artist who's trying to remain true, and you know, like not just doing everything in there that they can do it in order to be successful, or just following trends. And really one of my favorite movies is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. You seem like you know a lot about movies. So yeah, Jack Nicholson.
Legendary.
Yeah, man. How he pretty much was like, he wasn't even necessarily the insane one. You know what I'm saying? No. Everyone else was pretty much crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it gets to a point like in music where everybody else is doing this, they're doing something else. So when you do something normal, or something that you would normally do, or that you consider normal, it's kind of looked at as taboo. Yeah. You know, you're the crazy one. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? You got the green room for the passes, which were kind of just like, you know, like the shit that's trendy, and then you had the motherfuckers who kind of going against the grain in the red room get failed and shit. So yeah, man, that's pretty much what I took the idea from, where I got the idea from.
I'm happy that you chose the side to fight against the machine that's going on in this industry and staying true to yourself, because there's a lot of people that don't want to do that, and we need artists like you. I'm sick of what's going on out here in music, and I can sound like an old man all the time, but it just is what it is. We need artists out here keeping true to hip hop, and it's going to take people like you and people in the companies like Eminem to really shove the good back into the airwaves of the content of these radio stations that are getting played, especially the internet. We're in the internet era where these young kids see one trend and they go right with it. But hopefully that you set this trend where people start following you, but they have their own sound. They don't take yours. They don't jack yours completely.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like originality and creativity is key in this shit. A lot of people hit me up on my DMs or some shit and ask me like, what did you do to get to this point? And it's just like, yo, I just did me. Like, I know that shit sounds cliche. I know it's not what you want to hear, but it's no definitive path to this shit. Just do you, bro. And if you good, you fire, they gonna find your shit. You know what I'm saying? They'll find you. Yeah. Stay true up though. I'll be out here being a fucking clown and shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to catch that 15-second wave. Just stay true to yourself, man.
Sometimes doesn't it feel great to be proclaimed as an MC instead of one of these other lils out here?
Definitely. I take pride in my craft and shit, and put a lot of time into it. So hell yeah, it feels good to be recognized, you know what I'm saying, in that light.
And you've been putting in the work for years. Porch, Snubnose, No Halo EP. You've been putting in the work.
For sure.
And it's paying off.
I appreciate that, bro. You got to put the work in. That's the only way you're going to get there.
Yeah. Snubnose was an important project because you talked about the struggles that Black people go through in society, police brutality. This is also something that these new generation rappers are afraid to speak about, except for Lil Baby. He did it. I heard that he did it.
For sure. Shout out Lil Baby, too.
Yeah, he was able to do it, and you did the same thing on a whole album here. But man, I think we got to get into the backstory of who you are, how you got the name Grip, and growing up in Georgia. Because how do you pronounce the name of your town? Is it Decatur? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, Decatur, but it's kind of
Decatur.
like East Atlanta, it's the east side.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, nah, man, shit. Went to school on the east side. Fucking was rapping in high school a little bit. Went to college for maybe a semester. Got kicked out of college and came home and pretty much like knew, okay, bro, like I ain't finna be working warehouse jobs or whatever the fuck. Shout out to everybody who do, but you know, it was one of them things where it's like I kind of just like started honing in on my craft even more. I had my first child at 23, so I wasn't necessarily able to just like go all in with the music. You know what I'm saying? I was just doing other shit on the side, trying to get to that point, and the whole time just getting better and shit. 2017, fast forward to 2017, and I was Porch. Made that shit in the crib. Made most of the shit at the house, recording that shit in the home studio. Which I advise everybody who hits me up asking what they need to do in order like to get to, you know, so to be successful and have a home fucking studio. Yeah. Don't go to a fucking goddamn big studio wasting all your fucking money, you know what I'm saying? Investing. Yeah. But no, so yeah, drop Porch and Jacob from Pitches and Planes reached out and he was like the first one to goddamn just like, hey, yo, I don't even know how I came across this shit, but yo, this shit's crazy. He wrote up an article, Pigeons and Planes, and from there, shit, man, you know what I'm saying? Folks started checking this shit out. Label started hitting us up, flew out for meetings and all that bullshit. And then I ended up siding with Human Resources, which is a distribution company. Started working on Snubnose. I recorded most of Snubnose in LA. Just went to LA for like 3 months and stayed by myself and linked with a few producers out there that I knew, like Beat Butcher, you know, a few others. Signed with Post, so they had producers under their label too, which is publishing. But did most of that shit, dropped that shit 2019, the end of 2019, and it was like the most anticipation that we had for an album, you know what I'm saying? So we were really excited about this shit. So 2019, did that shit, went on tour with Jid in Europe, came back, was about to go on tour with Brent in the States, and then fucking Corona hit. So that shit just put a pause on everything. So, you know, shout out to Snubnose, man. I don't think it got its just due, but it got us to this point. So, you know, I'm proud of that project, you know, and where it brought me. And now the new shit, man. Ready to drop this shit, man. It's done. It's complete. I think it's my best work to date. I'm excited about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, I'm ready to rock. And as far as how I got the name Grip, it stems back from some childhood shit. Just, you know what I'm saying? Shit that I kind of just, you know, ran with kid. As kids, you know, my grandma sent me up to the store, me and my cousin. And this is back when kids could go to the walk to the store by themselves and shit. But I wouldn't advise this shit nowadays. It's fucking creeps out here. But yeah, man, this homeless guy that I would give change to sometimes if I had leftover change after we got whatever the fuck we got. And every time he saw us, he'll greet us like with Big Money Grip. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of, you know, Big Money Grip. Well, I got some change from me, whatever. And Grip just stuck with me. And you know, middle school, high school, it was a thing. So when it was time to figure out rap names, this shit I already had my shit. It's Grip. It was Grip. And that's how that shit started.
Something that interests me about an artist, and it's rare in this day and age, as I always say, is that you were actually a studier of the game. You looked up to Jay-Z, Nas, Mobb Deep, Andre 3000. We can't forget about him. He's very underrated. People don't bring him up enough. But now these albums were around your house, I believe. This is what your family members were playing. You just started grabbing these albums. You playing Tupac, and all of a sudden you began studying. This was your introduction to hip hop, and this was how Grip evolved.
Hell yeah, man. My big sister. shout out to Brianna, my big sister. She's 6 years older than me, so she would she'll have all of that shit, man. Come on with the CDs and shit, and I'll just, you know what I'm saying, looking through the cover art. I'm flipping through the, you know what I'm saying, niggas have the books and
Good
the
old
booklets
days.
and the CDs, man. You know, so like looking through that shit and, you know what I'm saying, like just writing the words down. Nigga wasn't going, nigga ain't have like genius to goddamn listen to some shit that somebody else done put on there that's not even the real words. You got, you know what I'm saying, I'm writing the words down, and, you know, just like studying the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like peeping the videos, waiting on their interviews. I feel like nowadays shit's just way too accessible. People can literally reach out to you and just like it kills the whole mystique of the artist, which I feel like it's important. You know what I'm saying? Like I love my fans and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like don't get me wrong, but I just feel like back then it was just gave you more to look forward to. You were anticipating shit. Now it's just like I can just go on social media and just look at what the motherfucker doing, or the motherfucker posts some shit, or you know what I'm saying? Like it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, it's a chance encounter that you might see somebody and it was like, yo, I met such and such one day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, it's different now, but that's just how I came up. You know what I'm saying? So it just allowed me to look at that shit in a different, you know what I'm saying, from a different light, in a different perspective. So yeah.
One influential artist that I was really surprised to hear about, and it's unique, a lot of people don't bring this up, is Nirvana. You were a studier of Nirvana.
Hell yeah, man. Hold on, let me flip this camera real quick. So,
Oh wow, you even got the poster. Rest in peace to Kurt Cobain.
yeah, man. Rest in peace, my dog. But yeah, nah, yeah. I always, so I went to a goddamn all black school. Like it wasn't no motherfucking no white people, no goddamn Asians, no nothing, bro. Like it was all black school. You know what I'm saying? But my mom's best friend lived in Panama City, and she has a daughter my age. So I would go down there and visit. And Taylor went to like a private school down there. So when I would go down there, it's like she had these like white friends who were just, because it's had a whole different way of living than what, you know what I'm saying, than what I was used to in Atlanta and shit. And you know, just listen to different music and, you know what I'm saying, all of that shit. So at a young age, I kind of already knew like, damn, well, if I'm a like discover shit that I like, you know what I'm saying? Like, then I just can't necessarily depend on motherfuckers in my area, in my environment to, you know what I mean? Like to put you on to this shit or to like this shit. Like I knew what I like. I ain't give a fuck what other people like. You know, a lot of times, oh, that's white boy music or whatever. It's like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like music is music. So from a young age, I had already took that in and learned that lesson. Like and music is for whoever consumes the shit, whoever feels away from it, whoever feels from it and shit. Like that's what it's meant for. You know, I don't feel like it's colors and shit, but yeah. So I learned early, and I'm I listen to tons of genres. It's not just rap. You know what I'm saying? Like I love a lot of shit. So yeah, I lean on influences.
Grunge, that's an important genre of music. Is the 90s was just a timeless era. Grunge came from there, and it's kind of where we're stuck in the state of now. It's so rare to find MCs nowadays. They're out there, you got to look, and grunge is nowhere to be found. And you know,
Yeah,
that's a subgenre of rock alternative where people don't really appreciate it. And it's great to see
yeah,
that there are people like you that do, especially in MC. When you see rappers starting to dive into other territories of music, I think it makes their music better, and that's why
yeah,
we have Grip.
yeah. You know, I think I liked about grunge so much was like, and especially Nirvana, because it's like, yo, rap to me, like I get it. Sometimes this shit just too cool. You know what I'm saying? Like it's too cool, bro. Like, or it's just too trendy. And that shit just kind of be like, okay, nigga, I get it. You're cool. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? Whatever. But it's just like, yo, motherfuckers got feelings and shit. And just like you want to tap into certain shit. You want some shit that's gonna give you goosebumps and make the hair on your goddamn arms and neck stand up, bro. Like some shit just be too cool, bro. It's like you can't just, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't just depend on just like rapping about cool shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just depend on that shit to just like do it for you. Like, shit just don't tickle motherfuckers fancy like that. So
No.
I always respected that shit because them niggas ain't give a fuck. It's just like, yo, we going out this bitch with white t-shirts on, fucking jean shorts, whatever the fuck it is. All the image shit just didn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? It's not supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so that's what I fucked with about that shit heavy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Come as you are.
Yeah, that's right. And then
Yeah.
studying all these great lyricists as well as grunge and watching the old throwback interviews, what was the most important thing that you learned from one of these artists, and who was the artist that you learned it from, this important thing that you applied to your career?
Shit, man. It's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit that I learned. I don't know, man. I don't know, dog. It's too much shit. It's too much shit. I'm a fucking, yeah, bro. I'm a fucking student of this shit, man. I've watched countless hours of shit and just have experienced shit, and you know, so I don't know, man.
Yeah.
But I'll go back. I'll piggyback off of what I just said though. Like, as far as like the rock shit, I just remember Kurt Cobain pretty much saying shit like, yo, just let the music speak for itself. Like, I can talk to y'all motherfuckers all day, you know what I'm saying? But like, if you putting some real shit in your music, you being vulnerable, you telling people who you are, you share your experiences, and hopefully it's connecting with other people who've experienced the same shit. And it's like, I'm doing my job, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of other shit is cool, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like, let's get back to the music, you know what I'm saying? So that's just one thing I take from all that, from the old heads, because like, they was doing that shit like, yo, I'm giving it to you through the music. Yeah, I'm gonna do the interviews and shit like that, but you fuck with me because of what I put on the motherfucking track. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of respect that.
Yeah, and that's what it does. Your music speaks for itself, and I'd love to hear how the Straight Society came together, because this was your independent record label before you partnered with Shady Records.
Yeah. So Straight Society is which we got some artists that we gonna, you know, unveil and shit like that. But Straight Society pretty much was a thing that I started because, and the reason I called it Straight Society was just because I feel like in today's society, I feel like being you, like we talked about earlier, is like taboo. But at the same time, if you were being you, you were unlike anyone else. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like Straight Society is just like, yo, if you straying away from trends and quit smelling I feel if you straying away from trends and you just being you, you know what I'm saying? Today you looked at kind of like as a stray. So it's just embracing being you. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to be like the next person. Don't follow those trends and all that other bullshit. And yeah, just being you, bro. Like, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I started that shit. And I'm excited about, you know, artists, like artists that we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it means something. It stands for something. So it's dope.
Always be yourself. Is Straight Society that we have here that we're talking about right now. It feels as though that you are behind you. You're a big movie guy. You have the Toby Hooper's classic Texas Chainsaw Massacre
Yeah,
Leatherface NECA figure
yeah,
in the background.
yeah, man. I love fucking movies, bro. I love movies. I think movies was my first love.
Yeah. Have you thought
Yeah,
about getting into acting?
I want to be behind the camera
You
more
want to be
so.
behind?
Yeah, but I did do my I had my acting debut yesterday, man. I did play a role in the short film. My boy Christian Jones, he got a Christian Nolan Jones. He has the short film that's produced by Common. Like I said, I made my debut in it. You know what I'm saying?
Congrats on that.
Dope. Yeah, thank you. It looks like it's gonna be fucking amazing. Hopefully it hit some film festivals and shit. And yeah, I definitely want to fuck with film some way. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not acting, I definitely want to like direct or whatever.
What's your role in this short film?
I play like a uncle, like a young uncle who pretty much just gives my nephew and his homegirl a ride to a flea market. You know what I'm saying? Like to get some jewelry or some shit, like to impress his sixth grade crush. It's pretty much my role. But yeah, it's dope, man. It's a period. It's a time period piece, like 2001 type shit. So it's dope. Kind of like a small coming of age thing. Mm.
Once your acting career really takes off and you start wanting to get control of behind the scenes and behind the camera, what kind of movie would you like to direct?
Hey man, it ranges, man. I like everything, man. I don't know. Shit. I don't know, man. Probably one of the movies where it's like shit starts off here and everything goes horribly wrong type shit. Like and probably happen in one day type shit. Like those be the best movies, bro. Like when shit just like starts off like it's something hopeful, but then it's just everything just goes from bad to worse. And it's just like, oh shit. Like, cause that's just very realistic. So I say probably some shit like that.
No, but it's interesting to see that you have an interest in movies, and Texas Chainsaw is a classic, Pulp Fiction. And are those two on your top 5 movies of all time? Or
Nah. Pulp Fiction's up there. Texas Chainsaw is a cool ass toy, you know. But I have wrestling shit back here.
Okay.
No Country for Old Men is definitely one of my top 5 movies.
Classic.
Yeah. Coen Brothers are dope.
Yeah, those are classics.
Yeah, man. So yeah, you know, film. My first love.
It's and now you're getting into it. Now that you're getting into your rap career, you're signed with Shady Records. It's huge. Your career's about to really take off here, and the microscope is on you now, and it's rightfully on you, as we need an MC in here. Eminem, I know this is something that you've been working for a long time. People were playing your music for him, and eventually the deal got done. So walk me through the whole story of how this came about, in which you were signed to Shady Records and in that room with him.
Shit, man. I think Paul played the record for him. Played
That's right, Paul Rosenberg.
Yeah. Oh boy, move. My dog fucking with me. But yeah, I think Paul played Snubnose for him, and he fucked with it heavy. We have been talking for over a year, and in that time span, I had already pretty much finished my album. So my album was pretty much already done, about 95% done. You know, fucking paperwork, COVID, all that bullshit happened. Excuse me. And by the time the deal was done, yeah, we was pretty much already done with the album, enough to the point where within a few weeks of signing, I went ahead and flew out to Detroit, met with him, played him the album. Aside from, you know, a few features or whatever. And yeah, man, like shit, he was fucking with it. Got to meet him in person. It was pretty cool. Yeah, it was like full circle moment. It was dope. It was dope
He
as
used
fuck.
to study his music. This is a top 5 hip hop artist of all time.
Hell yeah. Yeah, definitely used to study his shit, man. And like just like the most intricate rhyme schemes and shit. Just was like amazed by this shit, you know. So it's dope as fuck, man, to, you know, have him listening to my shit and telling me how dope my shit is, and you know how he considers me, or how he views me as like amongst other rappers and shit. Yeah, it's dope as fuck, man. I'm excited.
That was going to be a question that I had for you, was what did he tell you that you love most about your work and how you're different from all these other artists? You brought it up, so I want to pinpoint it.
Yeah, he just told me that my rhyme schemes give him anxiety. Yeah, and he said, you know, said I don't sound like anyone else that's doing it right now.
No, you don't.
Pretty much that I can just like carve my own lane and become a great. So, you know, that's all I really needed to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Huge. Just think that 50 Cent was once in your seat all those years ago when Eminem helped him out.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Crazy.
50's a legend, bro. 50's his shit was unprecedented. I don't think nobody's ever gonna do it like how he did it. That you know what I'm saying, when he came out with
Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah. You're not gonna top that.
Yeah, no.
And still have a strong career behind that. Like, nah, like it was amazing.
Yeah. And Royce actually welcomed you to Shady Records. He welcomed you. I saw him. There was a video out there of him welcoming you, and he actually, I believe he brought you to the studio that day.
Yeah, that's the homie, man. He was the first person from that I talked to. And can hit him anytime. You know what I'm saying? Hit him up, FaceTime and whatever. That motherfucker don't sleep. I don't know what he be doing. That nigga don't sleep though, but hit him up whenever. You know, like advice, any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Solid guy. I fuck with him heavy. Yeah, he was the first, you know what I'm saying, to really reach out and, you know what I'm saying, just tell me, hey man, if you need me, I'm here type shit.
Were you eager to work with most? It could be someone from Shady Records. You have the Conway the Machine. I think you guys were Body a Track, or someone in the industry. Who are you looking forward to now that you're on the pedestal now?
Shit. Oh man, I want to work with a lot of people. I don't know, bro. I mean, I want to work with Eminem.
I mean, I think that's coming. I think that's guaranteed.
Yeah.
I think it's coming soon on the next project.
Yeah, I definitely want to work with Eminem. Andre 3000, my favorite rapper of all time. I want to work with Andre. I want to work with Boogie. I want to work with fucking Schoolboy Q. I want to work with whoever. I want to work with a lot of motherfuckers. You know, Anderson .Paak. You know, that was it's a lot of motherfuckers that I fuck with. I feel like we could do some crazy shit. Yeah, too many to name. Of course, Jay-Z. We all want a Jay-Z feature though, but yeah, it's a lot of people, bro.
Just someone outside of the genre of hip hop, because you're a listener and fan of grunge. There's someone outside of hip hop that you'd be interested in doing a track with.
Right now, let's see. Outside of hip hop, right now. I always wanted to work with Anita Baker. I love her.
Okay, that's a legend.
Yeah, legend, bro. She's like my fucking favorite. Damn, bro. A lot of people fucking gorillas. Man, a shit ton of people, bro. Yeah.
Just think about that. There's a blimp outside your house right now. It says the world is yours.
The world is yours, man. The world is your oyster.
Yes.
Sure, man. It's a lot of people. Hopefully we can start something small and just, well, not even small, but work our way up to that point, you know.
Yeah. How was the Europe tour with JID?
It was dope as fuck. Yeah, it was dope as fuck. It was my first time overseas. And we did 19 cities and like a little less than like 23 days or some shit. I love the crowd's energy out there. Like, they so dope, bro. The crowd full before the motherfucking first opener come on type shit. Like, and they're just like so attentive and just like holding on to every word. Great crowd participation. They fucking mosh pits and, you know, just waiting on you after the show. And, you know, it's crazy, bro. It was crazy. Big love out there, like big energy, great energy. It was dope.
Respect MCs too. I know that the Europe and overseas, man. The UK and all that, they love real hip hop.
Yeah, for sure. I can't wait to go back.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be soon. And as long as this Delta variant stays down and goes away, we have this Delta variant thing.
COVID, what's that?
Yeah. Oh man, but that's what happened with Brent Faiyaz. You imagine that you went on tour with him. You probably would have been able to link up with Drake from there. Hopefully, I think it's going to happen. It's going to happen eventually. We're going to keep the positive thoughts out there. The Brent Faiyaz and the Drake thing is going to happen. So, do you have any other things planned as far as performances now that things are that it's not as bad as they were, but do you have some things planned?
Once the album drops, we're gonna check the temperature on that shit. I want to jump on the road with somebody, but only thing I got scheduled is motherfucking, I got a show here September 23rd that I'm a headline. You know what I'm saying? That me and Ted putting together. So it should be dope. It'll be like my first show here since the announcement. And I don't really do too much at home, just 'cause you don't really want to slut yourself out in your city and shit. You gotta do it like Simba, man. You gotta go grow up and shit, and then you come back as king. Yeah, come back as grown Simba on the ass and make them respect the shit. So, it's like that. But I got a show September 23rd here, and like I said, hopefully I'll end up on the road with somebody end of this year, top of next year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we'll be looking forward to it. And your career is taking off. It's officially taken off into the spotlight here now that you're under the microscope. I got to ask you about this. What makes you the greatest MC of this new generation right now? What's going to solidify
that? Shit, man. I think just truth, vulnerability, just the fact that I don't box myself in. I'm just like I'm a creative, bro. Like I just create. I don't too much worry about what other people do and shit, man. So in my eyes, I can look at myself as the greatest at any time. I'm not too pressed about what other people do and shit. I don't know their truth. I don't know their truth from their false. So, I know what my truth is and shit. So I think it all depends on how many people you just bring together, man. It's connecting people and shit. Like, so at the end of the day, if I've done that, then I could consider myself, what I'm saying, a great at the end of the day. But creativity, lyricism, it's everything that I bring to the table that people don't even know yet.
Yeah. Oh, I think we're going to see that with the new project. When are you aiming to drop this? It's going to drop soon, I think.
Yeah, it's going to drop soon. It's going to drop this month.
It's going to drop this. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that it's in the rotation for you too.
Yeah, make sure, man. Make sure.
Yeah. But I gotta ask you about Tig because it's important in putting a team together. And when did you met Tig, and how's it been working with him? Because I've heard he's a great manager.
Yeah, man, great guy, man. Met him years ago through a mutual friend, and just like cool motherfucker, man. Very personable person. You know what I'm saying? Probably more personable than I am. Like just like type of motherfucker got hella friends and shit. Like nigga, where you know this nigga from? You know what I'm saying? That type of motherfucker. But good guy, man. Great structure and shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he my goddamn drinking buddy and shit. You know what I'm saying? We get fucked up and shit. Like just cool guy, man. But really just say, hey man, let's do this shit, bro. Like I'd rather go through it with someone that I know, you know what I'm saying? So we can, we can bump heads and not feel the way, you know what I'm saying? Or we could goddamn, at the end of it all, just be like, hey bro, we accomplished what we set out to do. You know what I'm saying? We started from nothing. So yeah, man, dope. Like I said, friendship probably going on like 10 years at this point.
That's good. And especially you have someone loyal like that who really cares about you in your corner. That's what you need. That's what an artist needs. Every artist needs that, not some snake. You need a manager who cares.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. Definitely. Ken, come here.
And you're heading in the right path, man. The project is coming soon. We're looking forward to it. Your fans are looking forward to it. This is the Shady Records debut.
Yeah, Shady Records debut, man. I got a question for you, man.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck you in an interview with Henry Winkler?
Oh, that's a secret.
Damn, bro. Hey, great guy, man. Great guy.
Oh, he is.
Hope to meet him one day. Funny motherfucker, man. He's a legend.
Oh, yeah. He's one of the greats. The Fonz. That's
Fonz.
Classic.
The fucking Fonz.
That's classic, man. But I want to thank you for coming on the show, and you're always welcome, man. Anytime you want to come on, I'm going to be having your new project in the rotation when it does drop, or I'm going to be supporting you all the way here as we're fighting the machine, and more in particular, you're the rapper, you're fighting the machine here, and we keep putting on for the real hip hop out here. We need guys like you.
Man. For sure, bro. I appreciate you having me again.
No doubt. And let them know they can follow you on Instagram and Twitter. I believe it is @Grip.
@Grip on Instagram, @Grip_SS on Twitter. The SS stands for Straight Society.
There you go. And there you have it. I want to thank you again, man, for coming on the show. I want you to enjoy the rest of your night. Take care and stay safe. And, you know, much of luck on your debut here, because this is going to be turning hip hop. It's going to be turning the eyes here in the industry.
Thank you. Thank you.
No doubt. And Tig, thank you, man. Thank you.
But Tig, oh yeah,
Yo,
Tig.
appreciate you, man.
No doubt. Anytime, man.
All right.
Yeah. Peace, man.
Peace.